Hey guys, welcome to Suno Audio platform, and we will be discussing Hindu Vivah discussion today. And we have as a guest Akshi from Frederick, Maryland, and Shashiji joining from Dallas, Texas. Um, and the Hindu Vivah platform is to bring the singles together.
Namaste,
Um,
Rajiv ji.
Namaste, Shashiji. Hello, Akshi.
Namaste.
You're doing. Good to see you guys. So please tell us, help us understand for the people what is Hindu Vivah.
Sure. So, Hindu Vivah is a nonprofit platform created for Hindu singles by and is run by the Hindu community. And it consists, it's Hindu Vivah exists because of the many volunteers that work together to make it happen. There are volunteers all over the country, I think over 150 volunteers. And the purpose of Hindu Vivah is for Hindu singles to meet each other and get to know each other to eventually get married. And it is not a dating site. Um, it is run by volunteers and it has been serving the Hindus. It has been helping Hindu singles find each other for about 9 years now. And it has been conducted in many cities, including DC, Houston, Austin, Dallas, Chicago, Los Angeles, New Jersey, Detroit, and Atlanta.
Wow. So is there a fee for participating in Hindu Vivah? How does that work?
So Hindu Vivah has an annual membership where you pay $30 a year. And sometimes some places that you host the events at have add an additional charge, but for the most part, it's $30 for individuals to have an annual fee. And that $30 includes any event that you can find time to go to and all the food and accommodations that are there for the event.
Okay. So quick question. I know the events happen at different locations, right? So uh, there's a fee for Hindu Vivah, which is a $30 fee that you can
Yes.
register at hinduvivah.org and pay that fees. But then each location may have additional fee to cover the cost of the location and the food and snacks and things like that, right?
So, Rajiv
Yes.
ji, very few locations. So, it's a function of in which city can we get a free hall, and we have a good volunteer base that can get complimentary snacks. Our volunteers actually provide the snacks and the food in many cities. Some cities we are unable to do that. Few of them, like DC. Sometimes we are able to. Sometimes we cannot. So the $30 membership gets you access to all Zoom events all year round for free. And most of our in person events are free. A few, like the one upcoming in DC on June 13th, will be a $25 charge, not for Hindu Viva, but by the local event location for food and the beautiful hall. Accommodation in this case means the hall for the event, not for evening staying or residential or whatever.
Okay. So the the $30 fee, what, like, when people are paying, that's an annual fee, right? So even if
Yes.
they don't attend a local event or something like that, they can still benefit by paying that fees by joining in the Viva, right?
Yes, what that fee gets you is access to all our Zoom events. Every Saturday we have a Zoom event, a different kind. This Saturday it might be for vegetarians. Next Saturday for U.S. raised singles. The next Saturday after that could be single parents. Many different events, and we cycle every 7 weeks. We have seven different events. Every 7 Saturdays we do a different Zoom events. So we do that all year round. So $30
Okay.
gets you access to all of those events if you're eligible.
Okay. So, but anyone from the country can join into those events, right?
Yeah, Zoom events are open all over the country. We don't have region-based events yet.
Okay. But so now to extend that thought, there is an upcoming event happening in Washington, D.C. on June 13th. Uh, at Hare Rama Hare Krishna Temple at the ISKCON Temple in Potomac, Maryland. So, Akshi, can you tell us a little bit more about what that event is and how do we register for that?
Sure. So you can register for the event via their website, which is www.hinduviva.org. And if you have any flyer for the event on hand, you should also be able to see a link on that flyer to be able to get directed to the website. to register. And I've actually attended the DC event a couple years ago, and I can talk a little bit about my experience, which was this current event on June 13th starts at 12:30. So around 12:30, you should just plan to be there and make sure you have already registered for the event beforehand. Once you get there, they will do a little check-in to make sure that you've already signed up and you're all current with your membership. But they will also take a look at your driver's license just to make sure that you are who you say you are, because privacy and privacy is very important to Hindu Viva, and just to make sure all the attendees are safe and that they're not being introduced to someone who's posing as anybody else. So that was a part that I really appreciated when I went. I just knew that whoever I'm meeting I can continue talking to them more because of that safety aspect. So one is the check-in, and then we after we checked in, we went downstairs. There was some snacks for everybody, and it first started off with a round robin where you got to sit in your age group. There were two different age groups, one for a little bit of the younger crowd and one for a little bit older crowd. And we got to spend around 4 minutes talking to someone of the opposite gender and just kind of go one by one with everyone, and about 4 minutes to just get a little baseline out of the way. What are like, I think for me, certain things that were just important, just certain values or whatnot, that was just something I talked about, and I was able to get a few prospects that, okay, these are people that I would be interested in. So that was, I mean, I know 4 minutes isn't a long time, but right after the little round robin, we got to get some more snacks. So they made sure everybody was well fed. And after getting our snacks, we all got to just go around again to talk to whomever we wanted. And the little prospects that I had thought, like, okay, these are the people I wanted to talk to, then I made the effort to go talk to them afterwards. So that was the setup of the event when I attended.
And what's the age criteria for people to attend?
So for women, I believe it's from 25 to 47 years. And for men, it's from 27 to 48.
Okay.
Mhm.
So anyone between those ages can register. So when
Mhm.
they get there, they basically put in the age groups as such, whom they can meet and talk to.
Yes, and that's another reason why they have at the end second part of the event where you can talk to anybody, because although there are age restrictions, not restrictions, but there are age groups in the beginning, afterwards you can go and talk to whomever. So if you're like maybe right in the middle of those two age groups and you're okay with going a little bit above or a little bit below, then you have that chance to go talk to whoever you want to.
So we
Mhm.
started talking process a little bit, and I would like to get into a little bit more details
Mhm.
for the people who are interested and trying to understand how it will work. So when you come there by noon or by 12:30, you register. You have to pre-register, right? First thing is you have to pre-register to attend this event on the 13th,
Yes.
on June 13th.
Yes.
So once you
Yes.
have registered and you come there, the registration desk will validate you're the right person by
Mhm.
seeing your license. You have to share your social security number and other things also, or just the
No. Not
just
you
the
do not just yeah, just that.
so
No
once you
identity theft will be happening.
okay. So once they give the ID and you confirm their identity, basically the person going in
Yes.
and their age
Yes.
and all those kind of things, they go in there and you have multiple sections as of the age groups who with whom they sit down, right?
Mhm.
So how does actually I know you went through this thing with the Hindu Vivar, so you are the best person to tell us about it. How does it really work? So the men are sitting, women are sitting, they're talking. How does it work? Just for the curious audience, help us understand that.
So I'm a more introverted person, so I didn't want to go alone. I went with my sister just to have some moral support. So she was just having fun talking and doing, because for her, it's like she was not serious. She was a lot younger than I am. But for me, when I first went, I took a look around the room and I was like, okay, this person, like, looks wise, I'm like, okay, this is someone I'd want to talk to. So wherever that person was sitting, I just went straight in front of them. So in the beginning, I was like, okay, maybe I won't have as much energy as I go in, maybe because there are a lot of people. And one thing is I didn't realize in the beginning was, like, by the time you've talked to a certain amount of people, you do get tired. So I got to use all the energy I had in the beginning. Um, but yeah, you have 4 minutes. You talk to them. You whatever you want to say, you can say. There were some people who um, they were very clear that this is what I'm looking for. This is what I'm looking to get married by. These are my like complete no-nos. Like if the person does this and doesn't do that, which I think is great. I think it's great to say all those things up front because that's how you're going to find the person that's meant for you. But you can, and some people started off with jokes of whatever's the best way for you, or I think that highlights your personality the best. That's the way to go with it.
Okay. So what if
Yeah.
you find somebody that you wanted to talk to, but they're already talking to someone? How does the sequential thing happen? You just wait. Suppose there were few people that you have talked and few people that you have not, and there's someone that you are interested in talking to, but that person is already talking to someone. So you just
Mhm.
wait till they get free, or there's someone to guide you through that saying they're available at this time to talk.
So you do get a chance to talk to every single person. It's basically you sitting with another person. You talk for 4 minutes. Once the timer is up, it's usually, I think when I went, it was the guys that would get up and move to the next spot, and then another person would come and sit in front of you. So that was a cycle that kept on happening until you got to talk to everyone that was within your age group.
Okay. So the
Hmm.
next question would be, I know you mentioned about your sister, but can
Hmm.
the uh, possible uh, person attending bring their parents or chaperone with them to the hall?
So, your parents can come to the mandir and just have do your darshan at the mandir, and they can go pray. But for the actual event, chaperones are not allowed. But after the event is over, they have access to an online website that shows all the attendees that were present. So when the attendee goes back home and they want to show their parents all the different people they talked to, or maybe show their parents the information that people have put on their profiles, and they can go ahead and do that after the event is
Okay.
done.
So
Mhm.
very, very important that only the candidates who have registered will be allowed inside the hall to interact.
Yes.
The parents,
Yes.
chaperones can come with them up to the point of the mandir, up to the point of entry. But after
Mhm.
that, only the candidates are going in, not the parents or
Mhm.
chaperones with them. So
Yes.
parents cannot see the people that they're talking to in person. Only they can see them in the profile once they get back home,
Mhm.
right?
Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
A lot of people may have questions about dress codes. So, what is typically you have seen as the dress code of the people who are coming there?
Well, the event I went to was a mandir, so I think that's important to keep in mind, just how you would normally dress at a mandir. But for the most part, there is no dress code, just I guess dress to impress. But there's no dress code otherwise. Just keep in mind that you're in a mandir, and yeah, sure.
So no shorts or skirts, no slippers,
Yes.
please. You know,
Hmm.
you need to look nice. But the main question people have is, do I dress Indian or Western? We see about half and half, so you can do either. You'll be at home either way.
Okay. Okay. Um, what can the singles expect when they get there?
You can expect to first just walk in. There are going to be like a group of wonderful volunteers just ready to check you in and help you, just give you all the instructions you need to get to the event. And there will be a little introduction with the people that are there. And after the introduction, the first part of the event will get started, which is just the round robin of everybody sitting down and getting to talk with everyone that's within your age group for about 4 minutes. After that's done, you'll get some more snacks so you can recharge yourself. And then the second part of the event, where you will get an opportunity to just talk to whoever is present at the event.
Okay. So, the first round is more formal in nature. The second round, after you got the break and snack and re
Mhm.
energize, is more informal in nature. Is that the right way to?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So now, how long does this usually event last? From 12:30 to what? It may go on till 4:30, 5:30
Five.
So the one in DC is till 5.
until 5. Okay. So
Mhm.
what happens after the event is over?
After the event is over, you can go online to your profile. Feel free to correct me, Shashi Uncle, if I'm saying anything that might be incorrect because it was a couple years ago. But I remember I was able to go online and see a list of all the people that were at the event. And based on the connections that I made at the event, I just made my choice online and said, like, not choice, but like I expressed interest online. And then the other person gets to do the same thing. And if you have a match where you expressed an interest and the other person did as well, then you get their email. You don't get any phone number or social media or anything because, again, Hindu Viva is very big on privacy. Because with email, there's no way for them to get more information on you that maybe you wouldn't want to share in the beginning. So the first thing that you will get is the email, and then you can move forward from there.
Okay.
Now, keep in mind that as soon as you enter Rajivji, the event, I can see the first name, every other information about the other single, except for last name, date of birth, and phone number and email. Yeah, I cannot see those when I'm at the event. One more thing after the event, Akshay, I don't know if you saw this or not. A lot of our singles at our in-person events, they arrange a meet outside the event on their own. Hindu Viva has nothing to do with this, and they go to a nearby restaurant where, in a group setting, it's they feel comfortable, they feel safe because there's these are 30, 40 Hindu singles that when they're at an event, there's some sort of sense of camaraderie that happens. They go hang out and meet further. So we don't do that. Hindu Viva does not arrange that, but it happens after most of our in-person events, and the attendees arrange that. They go hang out someplace.
Okay. So you don't control who they go out with at that time and who they're interacting with.
We have no part in that because they may go somewhere, they may go to a bar, but we let them plan something and announce among themselves, "Hey, we are going to hang out here." We feel that's controlled and safe to a very large extent because these are people that met each other. There's some sort of kinship or whatever you want to call it. And they go out in a group and they hang out, they look out for each other. There's 5 or 6 girls that may know each other. They go hang out as a group. That's better than one guy going out with an unknown girl or unknown guy to a place. So this is a little safer. And after most of our in-person events, that has happened.
And I'm assuming that again the parents and chaperones are not joining them in those outings, right? Shashi is frozen. Can you guys hear me or network issue?
I can hear you.
Yeah,
Um,
Shashi is
I
frozen.
didn't end up going to get together after the event, but I'm assuming because it's not through Hindu Viva. I guess it just depends from event to event for whoever wants to join.
Okay. Yeah. So, but parents are not allowed, right, Shashi?
Yes. Would your daughter or son want to talk to a prospective grooms or a bride's parents at the first meet? I don't think so. They will
Okay.
they will have nothing to do with us if parents are allowed in these meets. Okay.
Okay.
So
So
yeah.
again, just continuing to reiterate that the event of Hindu Viva, the local Washington D.C. chapter event, is happening on January 13th or June 13th at 12:30 at the ISKCON Temple in Potomac, Maryland, and the registration is open through hinduviva.org website. So go ahead and register yourself. The annual membership is $30, and there's a $25 fees for this particular location to cover the charges for snacks and the location at the ISKCON. Uh, so that event is happening on the 13th. And also, I understand there's an event happening in Chicago on the 13th, uh, the similar kind of event, right? Um, so if there are people, Shashi or Akshay, who registered in Hindu Viva, they know what are the different events happening at the different location. Even if they're not from that particular location, they can still register for that location's Hindu Viva event, right? I think Shashi is having network issue. So Akshay, do you know
I
about
don't
that?
know if you can hear me, but I can't hear anymore.
I can hear you. Can you hear me? I can hear you. Shashi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. If I may
Yeah.
answer one of the questions that you asked earlier, what can somebody expect when they go there? If I may answer that rather in a humorous way, it's like a 8-year-old going to Disneyland. If I was a Hindu single, and if I showed up there, what I would expect, what I would do is, I wouldn't be able to believe my luck. Where else will you meet 30, 40, 50, 60 Hindu singles your age that are looking and uh, ready to get married or whatever. So it's really an amazing feeling that a lot of singles have said they have when they come, and of course they start immediately looking for somebody that might match their expectations based on looks and other features. So it's really a great event. And not only that, our Zoom events are even more amazing because singles have said, where else will they meet 20, 30, 40 singles that they could possibly match with from the comfort of their living room? So these events are very nice because there's not too many places where Hindu singles can meet other Hindu singles. There's not that many platforms.
Hmm. Hmm. So that's a good thing. But the question I asked Shashi was like, suppose someone is from DC area traveling to Chicago. They come to know that June 13th Chicago event is happening. They can register for that event, right? Even if they're not from that area as such.
Any Hindu single is welcome to attend, even if they are Europe based, they are visiting, Chicago. It's open to all Hindu singles from anywhere in the world, actually. We don't
Okay.
discriminate against based on anything. So, yes, you will not believe it, but our DC event is probably going to have maybe 15 to 20 people that will fly in to attend. So, a lot of attendance happens from out of state, out of town folks. So, the Chicago event on the same day will have a lot of attendees from different parts of the country, and so will the DC event.
Okay. Perfect. Because
Yeah.
I want everyone to know that once you have registered on hinduviva.org, you become the member of Hindu Viva. If you find out about a particular event that you want to attend, you can go and attend that event in that city, irrespective of which city you are residing in.
We have a lot of Canadians come there too.
I was gonna say when I went, there were a lot of people that came from Canada and Buffalo, New York, and everywhere. I wasn't expecting that, but there were people from all over the country.
Excellent.
Hmm.
A lot of time there are concerns from parents about identity protection. So, Shashi, just tell us in general, uh, what steps Hindu Viva has taken to kind of protect the identity for the people attending.
Very good question. I believe Hindu Viva does a better job than anybody out there. And let me explain and let me justify that. First of all, if somebody is really particular, we say, look, we just want to verify your name and your date of birth. You can send us your ID and black out your address and your driver's license number or your passport number, number one, when we do ID check. Number two, when you get to an event, you'll get a badge that only shows your first name. Even the first name, we allow you to use an alias. You don't have to use your real first name if you don't want to.
Mhm.
Okay. We need to know what your real first name and last name is. But the other Hindu single on your badge will only see your alias first name and your age. They will never ever get your phone number or last name from it or date of birth. Because if I have your date of birth and your first name and your city, I might be able to find you. We do not want that. We are doing this out of passion for our Hindu singles. Remember, we volunteers, we want to do everything we can to get them married without going through any risk or any kind of inconvenience. So we absolutely do not allow singles to use their last name and display their phone number or their email during the event, only after you've had a mutual match with somebody. If I'm a boy and if I ask for 5 girls that I liked, and if only 3 of them like me back, then I will be emailed the email address of those 3 ladies. Now, what parents love, especially parents of ladies, sometimes they love about our process is, okay, so the girl, she selected 5 guys, 3 selected her back. She gets the email address of those 3 guys, and they get her email address. She can still decide after her parents' input, or if she sleeps over it, you know what? I'm going to send a polite no, I'm not interested, even though I selected him. So there's many levels of safety for anybody that registers. So they can change their mind. And the guy only has her email address. He still does not have her phone number. She chooses to give her phone number to the guy after she reviews his profile, sleeps over it. Parents and or chaperones or friends or sisters or brothers encourage, yeah, go ahead. You can give him a phone number. So we make it very safe. And on top of that, if we ever hear of anybody bothering anybody, or it's happened maybe once or twice in the last 7 years, being overly communicative or being a pest, we immediately remove them. We give them a warning and remove them from Hindu Viva. We haven't had that. Most of our young singles are very very cautious and very gentlemanly or ladylike. So we don't have those kind of problems.
Okay, cool. So that brings me to the next question. Like, how you've all kind of talked on the surface about this matching process. How does the matching process happens? Like, boys have talked to the girls, girls have talked to the boys, they leave the thing. What is the cycle of doing the match process?
So we have an app that handles all of that. So the minute I enter the event hall, if I'm a guy, I'll see all the ladies present at the event. I'll see their profiles. I'll see their first name, their picture, their hobbies, their food habits, their location, their age, whether they've been previously married, a bunch of other information. I will never see their last name, date of birth, phone number, and email. Then, when I swipe and select this many ladies, when I have a mutual match, our app that we use is called Speed Match app. It will email everybody the respective mutual matches. Once you
Mm,
have the mutual match, we are essentially done with you. The event is over, and we kind of our engagement with you is over. You take it on from there.
mm, good. So I hope it answers the question for a lot of parents, because they will be the most concerned about my child has gone into this thing and come out and they've shown interest. How is this match thing going to work out? What are the other events that Hindu Viva host? Are there anything else, or this is the core focus to bring the things together?
So we have Zoom events every weekend. There's one every Saturday. By the way, all our events happen Saturday around the noon time. A little before, a little after noon. So every Saturday there's a Zoom event.
Hmm.
Then many Saturdays there are in-person events. There's one coming up in Detroit. We just had one in Dallas and Houston. We got Chicago coming up. New Jersey will come up again in a month or two. Atlanta is planning one. So we have a lot of in-person events. In addition to that, we have WhatsApp groups of different ages, 25 to 35 WhatsApp group, US race singles WhatsApp group, vegetarians WhatsApp group. We have different WhatsApp groups where you can join once you're a member and post your profile and your pictures.
Oh,
So you can
okay.
meet each
That's
other
good.
through our WhatsApp groups. We are working on adding a static match feature. Right now, we're only an event based matchmaking service. We are
Hmm.
adding a static feature whereby you can go search our database for somebody's profile, and if you ask for a like, and if they like you back, they can see your picture. Otherwise, it'll be discreet, and then you can preview everybody in our database. That is coming. That's probably a few weeks or months away, but that's we haven't had that so far.
That's cool. That's really good. So I know a lot of people may have a question about how does Hindu Viva work? How do they fund themselves? I just want to let them all know it's a not-for-profit organization. Your annual fee of $30 is what helps them continue to go. Everyone who is working with Hindu Viva are doing as a service, as a volunteer, as a seva to the Hindu community. Their whole objective is really to help the children come together and find the right matches for them, and eventually, hopefully, find the match to the wedding and marry together. So, so with that, Sakshi, thank you so much for joining today's session and educating our listener, our viewers on what Hindu Viva is, and to remind everyone. Um, is the event in DC is happening on June 13th at 12:30 at the ISKCON Temple in Potomac, Maryland. To attend that event, you have to pre-register. To pre-register, you have to be the member of Hindu Viva, which is a $30 annual membership, and then in addition to that, it's a $25 fee for attending a DC specific event. And I think Sureka is providing some input. They have 24 hours to make their selection. Yeah. So after the match and all, interest is sent out in their app. As Shashi said, there was an app available to them. They will have 24 hours to do their match in the app and close out whatever they have thought, who they want to reach out and connect with.
Can somebody put our email address on the screen, or can we read it
Yeah,
out?
I can do that. Yeah, please tell me.
Hindu Viva, Hindu VIVAHUS@gmail.com. So three distinct parts: Hindu Viva US at gmail.com.
Okay, I'm going to put it, and you can. Is that correct?
Hindu Viva US. Perfect. Thank you so much.
Okay, so that's the Gmail. If any questions, any concerns, reach out to them through this email address. Hinduviva.org is the website which I had shown earlier. You can go to that website and register. Um, any interest, please go ahead and register for the June 13th event. And hope to see you guys there. I'll be there talking to you guys on that day. So, Sureka had another comment. They can reach out to me as well. And what would that be, Sureka? Your email address, I'll put it out there. Okay. So with that, thank you so much, Akshay. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Shashiji, for joining us. And I'll see many of the people who may be registering for this for the 13th event on the 13th at ISKCON Temple in Potomac, Maryland.
Thank
Thank
you,
you so much.
Rajiv ji. Thank you, Akshay Beta.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Namaste. Bye.
Bye.